the Colossus, and on to the 6th Colossus. Okay. So, I know this is kind of a weird time to stream. It's like 2 p.m. on a Monday, but I was feeling very unproductive. Been trying to get stuff done for, like, potential jobs, just with the whole global situation we're in. It's kind of worth looking for more remote jobs. And yeah, I was feeling very kind of anxious about it all, so figured it was a good time to play Shadow Colossus and be relaxed and lonely and sad in the Forbidden Lands. Okay. So number 6. I had mentioned before, the 6th Colossus is one of my favorites, and it is pretty far away, especially compared to everything else we've done, so I figured I would just do one video for number 6, let myself kind of sort of just take as much time as I want. Oh, that's interesting. So the map, the clouds go away on the map as you unveil new areas. I kind of noticed this before, that where we're going doesn't actually have a lot of clouds in the first place, so you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a weird, like, path that I'm going toward. And there's, like with most, I'm gonna go the way that has... Well, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna go the way that has the forest that I was talking about, but you can actually... I think you have to go through the forest either way. So, we'll do that. And, this forest is where I said when I first played the game, I had accidentally done, like, a quadruple backflip off of Aggro, just in a part at this forest. So I'm gonna try it out to see if I can recreate that. Alright. Here we are. So calm. And Aggro, with her kind of realistic horse physics, she won't actually run through the grass, which I forgot. Or not her realistic horse physics, that physics was not the right word there. Her realistic AI behaviors. So if you can see on the map, there was a north area you could go through. It's kind of a little rocky passageway. I don't know if I want to go too near rocks. I think I've been getting too interested in trying to climb up them. And I'm already going to be dicking around a lot, so I will take away that distraction from my playthrough. Okay. Actually, I'll get off Aggro to look for this little ledge. Okay. So. Oop! My phone's ringing. 1 second. Good old scam likely calling. Now, where is this ledge? I can hear Aggro dutifully following after me. Any lizards? Well, I guess I haven't tried climbing up the shrines in my playthrough. It's really helpful to do this, to kind of see where you're going, too. And since I'm looking for something in this forest, sort of, this will be helpful. Oh man, I mentioned this before, but with the headset on, I can hear so many cool sounds. So many, like, nature sounds. Okay, so... let's see. Okay. Go ahead and let him fall. Whoop. There we go. Oh, and I saw the lizard over there. Oh, they're so fast. As I was saying, I probably won't even try to do any of them, really. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. It will save really fast. Okay. And so yeah, I'm still kind of looking for... oh, I wonder if this is the ledge, actually. This might be it right here. It was a really unassuming ledge. Okay. Let's get aggro up it, or around it. Hmm. I'll just wait for her to find us up here. Yeah, she's coming. Sort of. I can see her trying. I do remember to do this weird flip off this ledge, if this is the one. I did have to, like, I was, like, galloping on aggro, and since she stops in the grass, I don't know if we'll be able to get her to do it. Yeah, so she, like, immediately stops. It was just such a weird thing, and again, it was the first time I had ever played this game, so it was, like, completely not something I knew that you could do. And in fact, I think I had, like, when I did it the first time, I had people over and was just trying to show them the game. And so it was like, hey, check out this fun game. And then immediately doing something crazy that I wasn't expecting. Oh, no, I don't think. Oh. Aggro. Okay. Well, I'll just continue. I'll look up the flip. And if there's a way to, I don't know, show it later. Still looking though. Come on. Just get off her real quick. I'm just still looking for that ledge. Okay. Let aggro chill for a bit. Just run. So yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite, just one of my favorite colossi, and one of my favorite paths. partly just because of this area. It's just really cool. Very, very pretty. And it's a really big area, and kind of as with other areas in this game, like, I could spend a lot of time down here, kind of on the far end over there. There's a ledge that you can get a lot of fruit trees, or fruit from. So, it's just, yeah, it's one of those types of games where really, I mean, it's 16 colossi, it's 16 bosses, and that's really the only thing you have to do in this game, so it could take you under 10 hours. Or it could take you a really long time if you just want to explore. Oh, I forgot I have coffee. Hang on, I'll drink my coffee. I have some very gross coffee. So... kind of wanted to look, actually, a little bit more over there. I forgot that. So it's like this. There's a path. This is... out here is where the next Colossus is. There's still a little ways to go, but it's like the game is full of this type of area that this waterfall is at, where I could, you know, that took me like 10 seconds, or, you know, if I wasn't talking, would have taken a very short amount of time to walk across, but it's like, you can come down here and check it out further. I'll do just a little bit of that. Some more of these blue butterflies. Make me think of Animal Crossing. Here comes Ogro. There's a path through the forest, or at least I think there is, where you can go, like, you can come out into this area on the cliff over there. And I guess if you do, you would... Oh, I was gonna say you would leave Ogro, and you don't need her for the next Colossus, but she'd be helpful because you still have to run quite a ways. I do think I actually left her one time, and she... like, she'll follow you no matter what, even if you're not calling her. And I think that was the only time I've ever had her glitch out really bad, where I was, like, calling her with the triangle button, and, she was, like, under the earth here, like, in this sort of shallow riverbed. Oops. Wrong thing. Just get a couple fruit, just because we're here. Or just one fruit. I'm still so mad about that ledge. I'm gonna look up... This is gonna be really not fun to have streaming, because I don't know how I could show it, but I'm gonna look up on YouTube to see if I can find someone doing that backflip. I'll kind of just move around the stick while I'm doing that. Okay. I was saying before, the one thing that kind of sucks about the, how much faster the saving is in this game is that you don't get to see the name of the save areas. So I forgot that that forest is called the Giant's Forest. It's just kind of cool. I found a YouTube video in all caps that says Shadow of the Colossus triple front flip third Colossus secret. So that might be it. So I'm sure you can do the same maneuver in different areas. I'll just let that video play on my end while I continue. Oh, no, not. Sorry, I've got one eye on this dumb YouTube video. Never mind. This is not a real. Or it might be. Essentially, this video just had Wander, like, flipping out of control, like his model just flipping through the air. So I think that was definitely not what I was looking for, but still kind of funny. Alright. So, this area is also very cool. There's a Colossus later on that's kind of more in the desert that way, so I'll take us more here. This honestly I think is one of the only places in this game that I kind of find a little scary, and I don't know why. It might be the lighting, how it's so bright back there and then so dark over here. Oh. I forgot that you do go this way to get to another Colossus too. The one that's kind of northwest there. Just murdering some more lizards on the ground for no reason. Oh. 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 It's very hard to get to turn. Oh. Oh. Yeah, and there's a way that you can just get its tail. I don't think I've ever. Oh, Christ. I can't remember if you can actually kill them with the arrows. Oh, you can, okay. So it's hard because normally when you shoot them, they're just, I don't know, really resilient or something, so they'll stay alive and they'll just keep getting back up, but... Nice, okay. Okay. Yeah. Down here is where... like I said, there's another Colossus later that comes past this area, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much, but, down here is kind of where the Eco Beach is, where people for a while thought that the beach at the end of the game Eco, which is like the spiritual predecessor. Oh! Alright. Agro got moves. It's like the spiritual, like, prequel. Or this is like the spiritual sequel. You know, whatever. But where people thought the beach could have been. And again, it's just different, like, different fan theories that you know aren't true, but they're just, it's just fun to explore these ideas. I think it was right, maybe right there, or it was past there. It's cool, you can see the temple even from here. So I'd kind of talked about before, how like my one biggest theory, which is, I mean, not like, it's not like, oh, this is my theory, because this is sort of, I think a lot of people's thought is, that Dorman was like a shared sort of god of this area. So I mean, obviously, you can kind of start to see here, this is a temple here. And the fact that the, man, I don't know why I'm forgetting what Dorman's temple is actually called. It has a name. But his temple is more or less able to be seen from every area of the Forbidden Lands. Kind of feels like maybe people across this world, like, took pilgrimages there. And, one of those shared bits of kind of like iconography that I talked about is actually right here, just sort of concentric circles. And, I mean, obviously there's only so many, like, shapes out there that you can make symbols out of, so it's not super exceptional that there are different sort of circle designs across different, specifically temples in this game. Yeah, that's not super exceptional, I think, by itself, obviously. And, the Team Eco studio does sort of have very similar designs across their games, like this. Again, some sort of geometric shapes. I don't know if this... I can't remember if this was actually true, like if this was in maybe concept art, but I really also think that there's like a influence of the Ainu culture, like the northern Japanese sort of Hokkaido area culture in a lot of the patterning. And I feel like maybe, I remember thinking that, and I think there is like concept art that says that it is. But anyway, so circles. So there are shared circles, and they all look a little different, but they all seem to have like the again, like concentric, so multiple circles that sort of look like they're showing off, to me, like rays of light, which would be the way people would speak to Dorman if they were talking up to him through that hole. They, I guess, not he. I might actually be going the wrong way. No, we're good. But yeah, oh yeah, so I get another kind of look. I'll point them out in the other environments, or the other Colossi environments. So, it's like you could kind of see maybe the middle is like Dorman's hole, and then the rest of the circles are showing light. Oh, this place is so cool. Also somehow didn't take note at any point how long this stream has been. So I hope it's not going too long, because that was a lot of me doing a lot of nothing. Sorry, it's also weirdly hard to talk today. Like I said, it's kind of a bit of an anxious day. Oh, I just realized the camera is maybe showing where the Colossus is. Okay. I'm just kind of checking stuff out. Yeah, just this is so cool looking. I always have really, really liked like structures built into walls like this too. It's kind of like cities built into walls. It's so cool. Man, yeah, I love the colossi that are in temples, or just in structures. I'm gonna go run over to the other side. Nothing's gonna be different over there, but... I also said this one has my favorite song. So there's... I forget if the Colossi all share the same, like, first song, because there's like a little tune that'll play when they've noticed you or when you're in danger but not yet on the Colossus, and then most of them have their own song, or not their own, but they have a second song for once you're finally like scaling the Colossus. And yeah, this one definitely has my favorite. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember which other ones also use it. But I think it's the do 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 do. Ooh. Now where is it? And it's like, what's that gate for? Or like, who built it? Has it always been in there? Yeah, it's a big bearded guy. This kind of like a satyr. Oh god, okay. Sort of his satyr hooves or whatever. So if you remember this one, Dorman said it lusts for destruction, but a fool it is not. So you kind of guess then that the path to getting on top of it is to make it destroy things. That was weird. Kind of heard some sounds like Dorman was trying to talk for a second. That might just be the... Oh, so yeah, here. This is actually a really good example of that pattern I was talking about. So you can kind of see how, like, it looks like rays of sunlight or something like that. Sorry, I'm also probably not talking loud enough. His little outfit. This one's pretty, like, human feeling, I feel like. You get to climb up his beard. It's so good. And the best song. Ooh, I forgot he bucks you pretty hard, though. I just really like any of the bipedal ones. There's something that just feels... I mean, they're all sad to fight. The ones that are more passive are obviously sadder, but I think when you're fighting the quadrupeds, it just feels more like you're just hurting a big animal. Whereas these ones, you kind of feel like you're just hurting a big person. Still feels bad. But especially with a song like this, it really is playing up... I feel like the two-legged ones really play up how much of a hero you feel like in the moment, and it kind of makes it all the more sad when you are done and you sort of look at what you've done. Nope. Ooh. Oh, Wander. Just one wrong move. Alright, let's get back up there. Oh no. Ooh. I have to get up on his shoulders to... It's so nerve-wracking though when you know you have to go up to like their head or their shoulders to gain some stamina, but you have to climb all the way up there. Oh, I'm just gonna let go. Okay, cool. one. Oh no, I'm gonna get in their armpit again. That's really like the danger zone, is their armpits. Please. Alright. Drink my coffee. Yeah, this one is kind of like a, not a satyr. I don't think that's the right one. The other one. I'm gonna get in his hand. Just crouch. That might be his name. I'd said before that they all have a like a Latin name, an animal name, and then oh, they have another name. I think the animal name is even less of a canonical thing. Like I think that's what like the wiki. It's sort of like a Pokemon in a Pokédex where they have their name, but then they have like the type of Colossus they are. So this one might be like the Satyr Colossus. So past this one, I still remember all of the Colossi, but I don't remember what order they're in entirely. So this will be kind of exciting now. There's like a handful in the middle, I just don't ever remember the order they're in. We'll see. But so, I'm gonna pause really fast. I'm just like, I keep wanting to belabor this theory. So it's like when you look up at Dorman, you see a circle, and then you could imagine like the way that this would be depicted in sort of temples and in like religious, you know, text or whatever would be as like concentric circles coming out or patterns coming out to look like sunlight or to look like light. So. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's the first one where they start to have like elemental powers. I don't think I'm very good at this one either. There's a couple snakes. I'll I guess spoil that. There's like technically 3. And this is the first one. And there's Ogro, all the way from those blasted desert lands. Oh, you know what? So yeah, 7. Number 8, though. It's really cool. So number 9. Okay. Just kind of trying to remember. 9, 10. Okay, so... Cool. Cool. I'd mentioned before that every time you kill a Colossus, you know, there's the little cutscene where Wander wakes up and he has the sort of shadow people around him. But after each Colossus, you also get another white dove that's around Mono. So, just interesting. And that's her name, is Mono. I don't know where you learn that. I know for Wander, so the main character, I remember it says it in the like player's manual, whatever you would call it, the little thing in the PS2 version. Okay, well, yeah, I don't remember, or I didn't, like I said, check to see how long this one is, so I'll just save here and be done. Also, again, it's 2 p.m. on a Monday. It's a weird time for a stream. I'll just fuck around for a couple more minutes. Like I said, I don't want to be doing other things. There's one thing you can do that I always forget how, where you can like, you can like jump and stab at the same time. Oh, that's that. Okay, that makes sense. It's the button for jump and then the button for stab. So that's kind of helpful if you're ever, like, falling on a Colossus and you need to just, like, stab it real quick, like. Aw, Okra just doing her own thing over there. While I'm sort of messing around right now, I'm gonna maybe see if I can remember how to do some stuff with Ogro. There's some, like, tricks you can do. I totally... Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. One of them is standing. You can stand and shoot. You can also, like, hang off of her. Which I totally don't remember how to do. Oopsies. Not that, Wander. That is impressive, but... Yeah, there's a way you can get him to, like, hang off her left or right side of the saddle. Which is kind of helpful for some of them. There are a few Colossi where, like, you, like, can't do it without her, but there are then a few that just are very, very helpful to have her in. Oh, okay, well, he just really wants to stand. Circus tricks. Alright. I'll do that again later. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming now. Okay.